You've noticed it too, right? There's something weird going on with Timothée Chalamet. He's everywhere. The golden boy of Hollywood, starring in massive hits like Dune, Wonka, and the upcoming A Complete Unknown. He's talented, stylish, versatile, and somehow a huge chunk of the internet can't stand him. Why? Is it that baby-rich face that's never seen a rent payment? His artsy Parisian vibe? His romance with Kylie Jenner? Or maybe Hollywood's just done with the perfect golden boy era? Because while Timothée is climbing higher than ever, there's a growing crowd that wants to see him fall. So today on StarBuzz, we're opening that Pandora's box to find out why so many people secretly hate Timothée Chalamet. Let's rewind. Timothée didn't start on top. He wasn't a Disney kid or some viral TikTok star. His first gigs were small, a quick role in Law & Order back in 2008, and then Homeland, where that sad boy energy started catching eyes. But everything changed in 2017 with Call Me By Your Name. That little indie film blew up overnight. Oscar nominations, red carpets, fan hysteria, all for this skinny kid with deep eyes and messy hair. He didn't win the Oscar, but he didn't need to. He was suddenly the next big thing. Everyone thought he'd stay in the indie lane, summer love stories and emotional monologues. But Timothée had a much bigger plan. He crafted the perfect illusion. The cool, deep, vintage suit-wearing, misunderstood artist. The guy who quotes poetry in interviews and wears outfits that look thrifted but cost more than your rent. And it worked. He became the darling of directors like Greta Gerwig and Netflix, starring in Lady Bird, Little Women, The King, and even a Woody Allen film. While everyone was calling him the new DiCaprio, Timothée was busy becoming something else, a brand. Then came Dune and Wonka, the final evolution. The indie prince became the face of mainstream Hollywood, and that's when people started to turn on him. Critics still call him one of the best actors of his generation. But others say he's just aesthetic with good PR. You've heard it. He always plays the same role. The fragile, slow-talking sad boy staring at the floor. Even fans admit it. He's great at what he does. But sometimes it feels like he's playing Timothée Chalamet more than a character. But is that fair? Because from Call Me By Your Name to The King, from Little Women to Dune, those roles aren't clones. Each has its own tone, its own darkness, its own flavor. Maybe the real issue is that Timothée doesn't fit the old Hollywood mold. He's not bulky. He's not loud. He's not a bro. He's the modern hero. Slim, cerebral, elegant. And maybe that still makes people uncomfortable. Then comes the Nepo baby debate. His dad's a French executive. His mom was a Broadway dancer. His sister's on HBO. It's not exactly a rags-to-riches story. So yeah, he had connections. He had money and that elite New York art scene background. While others were hustling for auditions, he was already in off-Broadway theater. Now, talent or not, that privilege sticks to him. Because audiences today hate being sold the self-made myth. We don't hate privilege. We hate pretending you don't have it. So when magazines call him the boy who made it on his own, people lose it. Because even if he is talented, the story feels rigged. Then there's his image. Every pose, every outfit, every quote screams, "I'm different." The tousled hair, the designer vintage clothes. The cryptic interview answers about the fragility of art. Everything about him feels crafted, the perfect mix of mystery and luxury. And that's where the backlash begins. Because in an era that worships authenticity, Timothée looks too curated, too perfect, too planned. People start asking, is he genuine? Or just another product designed to feel authentic? He's not explosive like other stars. No wild charisma, no goofy talk show moments, no viral memes. He's calm, quiet, elegant, which works for Vogue but not for TikTok. So to many, he comes off as cold, distant, pretty to look at but hard to connect with. And in Hollywood, that's deadly. If your audience doesn't feel you, they start tearing you down. Now let's talk controversy. He's not scandalous, but when he slips, it makes headlines. Like when he worked with Woody Allen on A Rainy Day in New York. The backlash was instant. How could he work with someone so controversial? He later donated his paycheck to charity, which was classy, but also late. People wondered, if you felt so bad, why take the job in the first place? Then came the SNL moment, a poorly timed sketch during the Israel-Palestine conflict. He didn't write it, he barely appeared in it, but Twitter didn't care. Silence becomes guilt in the internet age, and that's the pattern. He's not a villain. He's not messy. He's not problematic, but his neutrality makes him an easy target. And then, of course, Kylie Jenner. When they went public, the internet exploded. Not because of love, but because the pairing made zero sense. The indie boy who quotes philosophy. Dating the face of the Kardashian empire? To many fans, it was the ultimate betrayal of his artsy image. And then came the Selena Gomez drama. Rumors, fan wars, PR statements. It was chaos. Their relationship seemed too glossy, too staged. Some called it fake, others called it career suicide. Whether real or not, one thing changed. Timothée stopped being the mysterious artist and became tabloid material. So, why do people really hate Timothée Chalamet? Because he represents everything people secretly resent: success without visible struggle, beauty without apology, privilege wrapped in vulnerability. He's talented, but not tortured. Rich, but not arrogant. Perfect, and that's the problem. In a world obsessed with relatable pain, Timothée's effortless rise feels like a cheat code. He didn't fall. He floated, and that kind of grace? It drives people crazy. Maybe the truth is simple. He hasn't done anything wrong. He's just too good at being Timothée Chalamet, and in Hollywood, when you shine that bright, someone's always waiting to turn off the lights. So what do you think? Is Timothée the genius Hollywood needs, or just another perfectly packaged product? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and stay tuned. This is StarBuzz, signing off.